What is up, everybody? It is Mars Sports. It's your boy Marshall. And oh boy, today we're going to be talking about the SHR rumors and then potentially selling. By the way, just to clarify, Stewart Haas Racing, not Sam Hunt Racing. We're talking about Stewart Haas Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Before we get started, how y'all doing? It's summer for me now, and I am out of school officially for the summer. So which means I got all the time on my hands to make great content for y'all until I get busy again. But don't gotta worry about that for a while. Although I'm going to vacation this week. But still, I got plenty of time to make some awesome content. And today, we're going to be talking about SHR, and they could be selling their whole NASCAR team. In the rumors. We're just talking about the rumors because there's a lot of speculation around it. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to go through four rumors that could potentially happen. Or now one, two, maybe all of them happen in some kind of way. Maybe three of the I don't know. We'll see. So, anyways, I'll give my prediction at the very end of the video. I'll do like a whole in-depth prediction, whole in-depth into the predictions. So yeah. Anyways, let's start with rumor number one. This is an old rumor. It hasn't really been the one that anyone's talked about lately, but I figured I'd bring it up because why not? They could switch manufacturers and just call it a day. Now, what manufacturer would they switch to? It would either be Chevy or Toyota, or heck, even Honda if you get lucky enough. Now, I doubt Honda's coming to NASCAR anytime soon. Same with Hyundai, although I think it'll become in the years, I guess. Within the next 5 or 10 years, we'll see. I don't think Toyota's going to get another team after they just got Legacy Motor Club. So that leaves Chevy. They could definitely pursue Stewart Haas. They'd have a lot of teams anyway. I think I don't think they would mind pursuing another one. Considering they used to be with SHR a while back pre 2017, like from 2009 to 2016. They were, well, that's ironic. Because half the time they've been with Chevy, half the time before. So yeah. So they were Chevy. They won two championships with Chevy, one with Tony Stewart back in 2011, and one with Kevin Harvick back in 2014. And by the way, 2011 was when the chase for the cup thing was stolen. And 2014 is the first year that the playoffs were in. Well, it was the chase still. That's when the knockouts rounds were introduced, which is basically the base of what it is now. That there just wasn't playoff points back in the day because there's no stages. But yeah, but there's that. Now this could actually be legit rumor considering that Josh Berry, Noah Gragson used to be with Chevy, their Cup drivers, and Ryan Reese used to be Chevy too when he was at JTG, of course. And of course, Greg Barry and Gregson were both at JR Motorsports in the Xfinity series. If you look down, Cole Costa used to be with Chevy when SHR was still Chevy, but he's going to go wherever SHR goes or whatever happens to SHR. So yeah. Anyways, I'll give full predictions at the end of the video. There's that. They could definitely go to Chevy. They were really good with Chevy back in the day, so they could certainly go back to Chevy if they really wanted to. But that'd be a lot. Honestly, they would have to be like, "Yo, Chevy, are you willing to take us up again?" That would be an interesting process. Yeah, because they have a lot of affiliates. They have to switch manufacturers probably too, or just leave them. Who knows? Like RSS and Xfinity, they're an affiliate. Yeah, there's that. So that's rumor number one. Now the second rumor is that they could merge with Front Row. That would mean they would have to sell two charters at least, because Front Row can't have more than four cars, or a team in general can't have more than four charters. Really, more than four cars. They can't run more than four cars, even if it's just an open car they're running. But there's that. I feel like there's some fuel to this rumor. I'll get to my prediction at the end of the video, obviously. But that would mean now who would go to Front Row? Because that means three Front Row cars would be open if they keep going. Because they're not keeping McDowell, he's already going to Spire, and they get those two extra cars. She's three cars are up for up for grabs. I think SHR drivers could get those. Yeah, now this could honestly happen because Front Row shopping from what I've heard, Front Row could probably get more cars. Honestly, they have the way it's been trending lately. I think they could do it. They're now a key partner team. So you all the good support with Ford. So yeah, they're a key partner with Ford. By the way, I should just specify that. But this could definitely happen. I can definitely see this happening. Honestly, considering the fact that um like they've been getting better lately. I know the results haven't shown, but they've been up front, and they could grab good drivers from SHR. Yeah, there's that. So that's another rumor to that stuff, and they'd be Penske affiliated because that's what they are now for front row. Now the third rumor is they could sell half their charters, which would mean they'd be sell two charters and go down to a two-car team. This is realistic too, because SHR might want to stay in Cup or stay in NASCAR in general. Like, let's say they want to stay in Cup, but they want to be competitive. They would sell. They probably need to sell two charters. Put all the resources on this, just two cars. Um, that would be like, now what would they sell exactly? I could definitely see them selling the 4 and the 41. That's first that comes to mind. Although I could see the 4, I could see the 14 in the 41 game sold because I feel like Briscoe shopping around with with Woodbars. I feel like he would stay with Super Haas if they stayed, but I think that for that Wood, I'll keep one go. Sorry, that Wood Brothers rumor is got some feel to it. No pun intended. And Ryan Priest, I just don't think he's stable with the organization. It's just they left him out of a study group. He's been the it's not really even his fault at this point. He's been like the worst performing car. It's just not happening for him at this point. Yeah. But I feel like Gregson is I don't know. Briscoe Gregson is their best driver there. Honestly, Barry's has shown flashes though. But yeah. Um there's that. God, maybe not outside. Sorry. But there's that. I feel like they could sell two charters. Then now, the last fourth and final rumor, they could sell their whole team. Now that'd be wild. Imagine going from a four-car team and Cup Series not even exist the next year. Because there's been rumors that parts of the building are sold. And there's also been rumors that Tony Stewart wants to get on NASCAR. Um, there's that. I feel like that. Uh, I feel like they would sell for. I feel like that's the more likely one at this point because the from what I've heard. But they could sell the whole team because if Tony Stewart really wants to get on NASCAR, then how about it? Now I'll talk about Gene Haas, my prediction, but like if they sell four cars, that would be wild, though. Like, that would start a whole accordion effect. That would be lots of dominoes falling at once. Yeah. So that would make a lot. That would spot. That'd be a spot effect throughout all the NASCAR garage. But if that actually happens, oh, that'd be wild. We'll see. But yeah, that's the more likely one. That's what I've heard lately. Like Eric Estep's even buying into the rumor, so that's clearly something's happened. So yeah. Now, time for my prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have the whiteboard because I want to make this visually like so y'all can see this. But this is what I think is going to happen. Here is the four charters that SHR has. SHR, I think all their charters are going to be sold. My honest prediction, I think they're all going to be sold. Now, I think they're just sell all four charters, going to sell their whole team. Now, who do they sell it to? Now, I think the two sellers. So let's just put C, 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 C. Sorry, that's a very small C. I apologize. But I think two of the charters will go to front row. And then I think two of the charters go to Trackhouse. So now I'll get to everything. It's like I think front row is gonna buy two of those charters, and I think they're gonna be a four-car organization next year. And I think Haas is gonna stay in NASCAR. I think Tony Stewart's just gonna get out of NASCAR because he probably wants to at this point anyway, because he seems like he wants to at this point. But I think Haas is going to stay. I think he's going to become a partner with Front Row. I think it'll be Front Row Haas racing. I think because I think Haas would probably try to stay in NASCAR. He's in NASCAR for a while now, even before SHR. Yeah. So I think he'll come over and help Front Row become even better. Now I think now for the Front Row rides, I think it'll be the 34. Hold on, let me actually fix that. Sorry, I should. I know the annotations are kind of weird, but yeah. So for Front Row Haas, um, I know this is going very slow. I apologize. I'll summarize all at the end, but here's Front Row Haas Racing or Front Row Haas Motorsports probably. So here's what I think they do. I think they're gonna buy 2 of the 4 charters, and I think Front Row is also gonna buy their Xfinity team. I think because I think Ford still wants to keep an Xfinity team. I think they've sold all the assets to Xfinity. So for Cup, here we go. So for the 34, the 38. So I think the numbers they go with are the 35 and the 36 because they've used those in the past. I think what they do, I think the 38 is going to be Todd Gilliland. I'm just going to put TGs because it's going to be a long time to wait. I think don't think it's Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gilliland will be in that car. I think Cole Costa's going to go to 34 because there has been rumors on him going to Front Row, and I think Joe Costa will also go with Austin and all that too to Front Row. And then the 35, I think will go to Noah Gragson. I think he'll take the Bass Pro sponsorship and the other thing. The Black does Black Rifle Coffee still work? I don't know. I think he'll take that with them. Take all the sponsorship. And then take all that with them. And I think Josh Berry is gonna go to the 36. I think that's good. Or sorry, it looks like TB. It looks like Tom Brady's going to 36. But I think Josh Berry's going to 36. I think he'll bring out sponsorship with yeah, I think that'll be where he ends up. Because I think he'll stay in Cup. I mean, he did all the work to go to the Cup just finish. That would suck if he went all the work to go up the Cup just for the team goes to shut down and go back to Xfinity. Although Junior will probably be happy to pick him up again. So that is Cup. And then for Xfinity, which I think they do keep their Xfinity program. If it's even called Xfinity next year. I'm not predicting that right now. I think I think Chase Briscoe, I think for Wood Brothers, I think Chase Briscoe is going to be in the 21 next year. Sorry, this is getting all disorganized, but I gotta put this in for fact it was. Then I think Xfinity, they're gonna buy the Xfinity team. I think they'll go for the 34. I think that's gonna be Harrison Burton's new ride. I think he'll go back down to Xfinity because he's been struggling at Cup. He wasn't even ready in the first place, in my opinion. I think he'll bring Dex Imaging. I think Wood Brothers works with them. Also think Briscoe will bring the Mahindra Tractor stuff, the sponsorship and all that. So yeah. I think Harrison Burton will be in the 34 next year. And for the other car, I think it'll be the 36 car because they can't take the 38 because Viking already has that. Viking Motorsports or whatever it's called. And the 36, I think, will be Ryan Preece. They could go back down to Xfinity. And then I think that's going to be where Ryan Preece ends up. And for Xfinity, I think I'll bring the United Rental sponsorship and all that with them. So yeah, and I think they get a third car. I think it'll be the 37, and that's going to be. I'm just going to put it like this. It's going to be a bunch of drivers. Sorry, that was the worst way to annotate. I apologize. But I think the 37 is going to be a bunch of different drivers like Lane Riggs, basically Cole Custer, Josh Berry, Noah Gragson, Tom Gillen. Basically everyone in their system, I think will be in that 37 car. I think they'll add a third car. So yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. So yeah, I think that's where all of the SHR drivers go. The current ones. I think Gregson's gonna go to the 35 for Front Row. Josh Berry goes to the 36 for Front Row. Chase Briscoe goes to the Wood Brothers for Chase Briscoe goes to 21 for the Wood Brothers. Ryan Preece goes to 36 for the Front Row Xfinity. So yeah, now we're not done. First of all, where does Riley Herbst go? Because he's in those cars. I think Riley Herbst is gonna go to the 15 for RWR. I think Riley Herbst is gonna drive the 15 full time for Rick Ware next year. They seem to like him, and I think Rick Ware, if they want to get more competitive, like they've been going out lately. I think they're gonna have him be teammates with Justin Haley. I think be Haley in the 51 next year and Riley Herbst in the 15 next year. Now we have to talk about the lingering effects with oh wait, Kaz Growler? Kaz Growler is also a question. I think he's gonna go I think he's gonna be part-time at a bunch of different rides. I think he'll be with Chev. I think it'll be a bunch of different manufacturers. I think it'll be Cup Xfinity and trucks for part-time rides. So, yeah. So that's what I think is going to happen there. Now, that's not it for the predictions. Because guess what? We also have the Trackhouse selling, like I mentioned earlier. So I think Trackhouse bought a crap ton of used a crap ton of Trackhouse bought Chicken Nasty for a crap ton of money. I think they do the same thing front row, at least for half of it. Or Stewart Haas for at least half of it. So yeah. By the way, I think the charter buyers it will be between Trackhouse, Front Row, 2311, RFK, Legacy Motor Club, Junior Motorsports, all that. Now we have Trackhouse. Now there was rumors originally that they would merge with Colic, but Chris Rice said that's not happening. So I'll take his word for that for now. But I guess I'll take his word for it in general. But yeah, Trackhouse. Now, for the 1 and the 99, this is all cut, by the way. Now, we'd be like, what the heck does Trackhouse got to do with SHR? Well, Trackhouse buys two of their charters. So, yeah, Trackhouse, they're going to keep Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez in their cars. Chastain will be the 1, and Daniel Suarez will be the 99. Now, I think that for the two cars they're going to add, I think they're going to add the 97 and the 91. Because honestly, Project 91, I'll get to it because I think they're going to put two full-time drivers in this car. I think Project 91 honestly I think they're going to take an indefinite break from it for now. If they do bring back, I think they'll have Colic help with it because they can't run more than one. They cannot run more than four cars. Okay. Now for 97, y'all can pretty much assume who's going to be in at this point. While for 97, I think SVG is going to go up to Cup full time because I think if they buy two more charters and build a four-car team, they're going to take SVG in the Cup. SVG shown flashes in Xfinity. I think he hasn't been the greatest, but still, he's learning. But SVG, he won his first ever NASCAR race. Very talented driver. As for 91, I think Zane Smith's going to be in it. They did all that work to get him a Cup for Spire, and now I think they're going to try to take him and try to get him into the car for Trackhouse. So I think that's what they're going to do. And obviously, we now know the 71 is going to go to McDowell, so I don't have to wait. I don't have to predict that. The thing I do have to predict, though, is a lingering effect for Xfinity because that 97 and Xfinity, I'm just going to put 97X. X means Xfinity. That's one that's concerned. Now that SVG's in Cup, what's going to happen to 97 Xfinity? Now, I don't think it's going to be the 97 next year. The only reason why they have that for them is because SVG's in the car, plus Trackhouse is with it. I think they do keep the car. I think they're going to turn that into the 10 car, make that a full-time car again. They could go 14, although I think that's, well, I could tell that's, what is it? What's that team? SS Greenlight Racing's car number for now. The money team and technically both run the 50, so what do I know? But for the 10, I think for the 10, taking SVG's ride, I think they're going to keep Josh Williams and although they could get Josh Williams at the base of this year, but I think they do keep Williams on there. I think for the 10, well, actually, I'm not going to predict the other color cars for now. But for the 10, I think Nick Sanchez is going to go up to Xfinity. He's been really good in trucks this year. I think Nick Sanchez will take the 10 truck full time. He's got the game bridge sponsorship, so he's not really help. No, I honestly think he's bound to be a spotter driver one day, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. So Gainbridge is affiliated, but yeah. Now for trucks. So for trucks, that leaves a true truck in question. Who takes that truck? So since Nick Sanchez going to the Colic 10, I think for the two truck, I think Andres Perez is going to take the truck. It's Raveson's truck, and he's shown flashes. He's been good at overall. He's been good in ARCA from what I can tell. These real names aren't just Perez de Laura. I'm just Perez like AP. That's fine because one of my friend Ayush, that's his initials AP. And I think he's going to go up the truck. I think he's already making a start in truck. I don't know, but think about the trucks. I think taking this spot in Arco probably LeVar Sky or something. I don't know what happens, but that's past truck. I'm not going to predict past there necessarily. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think this is the spawn effect for the SHR stuff. So yeah, there's that. So just to recap, because I know there's a lot to keep up with. I get it, but just to recap, SHR sells tied 3 rumors into this because they all come true. SHR sells all 4 of their cars, which they do. They do have 2 charters, though, with Haas having 2 charters, not Tony Stewart necessarily, but Haas having 2 charters with the front row. Because although he's going to take over that, but I think he keeps those 2 charters and then gets those other 2 charters for front row and helps with that. I guess we'll keep it really be a 4-car organization still for Haas, but Tony Stewart gets out of NASCAR, and then I think that's where and then the merger one, of course, is front row Haas Motorsports. So yeah, I think all the rumors have some filled up except the manufacturer one. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, there's that. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think front row is gonna be Custom the 34, Gillen the 38, Gregson the 35, and Barry the 36 for the front row cars. Briscoe goes to the Wood Brothers, which leaves Harrison Burton and Ryan Preece to go down to Xfinity 34 and 36. As the numbers for front row motorsports because they buy that front row Haas now. They also buy the Xfinity team. And I think they run the All-Star car as the 37 car. And then that'll be fun. They put Preece back in 37. Because they've run the 37 back in the past. All the numbers I mentioned, they've ran in the past. Like they've run 35 in the past, 36 in the past, 37 in the past, all that. Just saying. And then for and I think they sell obviously sell 2 charters at front row with Haas coming merge with them. I think they sell and Joe Custer coming over to work with front row Haas, so which leads Cole Custer to get that ride. That's where those rumors are probably. That's where I think those rumors tie in for with Cole Custer in the front row. And then I think Trackhouse will buy 2 charters. I think that's going to put SVG and Zane Smith in Cup. And then I think, which will be 97 for Zane Smith, or 97 for Zane Van Gisbergen, and 91 for Zane Smith. And then I think that Collar Lake is going to go from 97 to 10 as their number. In the Cup Series, and in Xfinity Series, they put Nick Sanchez in that car. And then, because honestly, Collar could sell charters too. You never know. I think they'll only sell 1 though at that point though. Because Chris Rossi is dedicated to his Cup team. Nick Sanchez will take the 10. Andres Perez will take the 2 in trucks for Red Racing. And whatever happened to Nick, which probably like LeVar Scott taking the car. Yeah, there you go. That's the SHR stuff. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Although, it'd be funny. What if Stewart Haas Racing sells to Sam Hunt Racing? SHR to SHR. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Hey, SHR never left anyway. What's the initials? Yeah. Anyways, y'all, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, have a nice day. Goodbye. See you next one. Peace.